15 hits.
DraftKings is now live streaming MLB The Show 21, MLB The Show 21 Padres franchise mode.
Rain falling here at game time as it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Dinelson Lamet, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Sam Haggerty is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight. Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And they got him.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Tatis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third, the center.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. None left for Seattle. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. James Paxton, the left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Now at the plate is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy.
And the pitch.
Pham.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Marmolejos is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting second, the second
With a
base.
moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Jake Cronenworth comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
A ball and 2 strikes. A little low. It's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Paxton steps into his windup. 2-2 pitch on its way. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just
Batting
didn't
third.
get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. His average sits at 296 entering play. 14 homers and 34 driven in. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Lewis gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Start of the second here in San Diego, and let's check in with Heidi for a little bit more on the weather.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left, and he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Stepping up is Dylan Moore, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
He's set, and the pitch.
1-1.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Has a look, now the pitch. Henniger stands at second with no outs. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Another 2-2 offering. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Line drive to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Throw won't get him.
Hey, I love the end result. Diving catch, tip of the hat. But if we go back and take a look at this, it was the initial bad jump. I think that ball kind of confused him a little bit, and he had to make up for it at the end.
The next batter will be Evan White, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He comes into this one at 248, 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. No score here as we play inning number 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box now, Jose Marmolejos, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Here's the 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Manny Machado now as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Down 1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1 and 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
So here's Will Myers. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He'll enter play here at 293. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Paxton has his sign. Here it comes on 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one. Driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
And to hit will be Trent Grisham. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Eric.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Padres leave 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First delivery to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-0 home. is laid off for ball 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now here it comes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Standing in now, James Paxton. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So now to the plate, Sam Haggerty, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Paxton, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside. Popped him up. Hosmer moving to his left. And he makes the play to end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Yeah, trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a
That'll bring up Austin Nola. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
The catcher, Austin.
First offering on its way.
Nola.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. White in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Dinelson Lamet. Pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Lewis is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham. He flew out in his last AB. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Moore will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Lewis.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
1 out, bases empty, and up next the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. First delivery to him. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Stepping in once again is Dylan Moore. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1 and 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2 and 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here, 3 and 2 with 2 away.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2 and 2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Cronenworth is under this one, and that will retire the side. Mariners are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman, escape. Brilliant work.
Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at
Waddling and down.
and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Comes into this
Massive
at
low.
0 for 1 in the ball game. Paxton steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit on the ground out to short.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing with a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's a look over to first. From the stretch, Manny Machado will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Dude, how are you?
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Will Myers as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. And he fouls this one off. high and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Evan White.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Two and 0 now. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Marmolejos.
And stepping in, Jose Marmolejos looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Comes set with the 0-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. White aboard here at first with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
To the plate now, Tom Murphy, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today, and while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up
Set
for
now
the
for the
Padres,
bottom of the fifth, and
the
that
center
brings up
fielder,
Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
50th pitch of the game on its way. A bouncer to the left side, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, digging for two. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything
Now
to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Eric Hosmer to the plate now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. He'll get it into second. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
The catcher, Austin.
Stepping in now, Austin Nola. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with it either. Most pitchers, like when they're in a groove, they just want to get back on the bump and compete. Sometimes visits like these are just like a formality.
Into the box now, Dinelson Lamet, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and it's 1-1. Nola stands at second with 2 gone. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Padres on top 2-0. And now James Paxton. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First offering.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Sam Haggerty. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he lays off for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Fly ball right down the line in left. Pham is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Next to stand in is J.P. Crawford. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1.
Nope, ball 1. Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And he misses 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And Tatis is there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman.
And now the first pitch.
Cronenworth.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So With one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you find where the Mariners find themselves entering play today. So next to bat will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Guys, it's awesome how the Padres always do such a great job honoring the United States military, isn't it?
Yeah, teams around the league show a lot of appreciation for the various military branches, but with San Diego being one of the biggest military towns in the country, this organization has always been one of the best at saying thank you for everything those men and women do. Every Sunday game, and they've been doing it for years, they're up there getting a chance to take in a ball game.
Yeah, and how cool is that? It's really become a staple of what this Padres organization does, and it's one of those things that make you stop and remember how lucky we are that we get to come to the yard and watch a ball game.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And in steps Manny Machado. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Will Myers.
Number 4.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Myers will turn for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Kendall Graveman will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Kendall Graveman.
Into the box, Trent Grisham, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today. Working for the punch out and the offering.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 3-0 San Diego. 7th inning ready to roll. And digging in is the outfielder, Kyle Lewis.
Number 1, Kyle Lewis.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Count still full, 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. This for Machado down at third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Hit down the third baseline. Taken in by Machado. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Now to bat, Dylan Moore. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First pitch on the way. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
2 out, nobody on. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.